Okay, so stuff like that, there's just like a heat wave comes up over me because that's not something I would normally share with everybody. You know, a very small audience usually gets to see that, only gets the privilege. Welcome to day 11. And so it begins? No, and so it continues. One of the things I really like about this tarot project and recording it and putting myself out there is that it's allowing me to let go of the restraints that I've kept on myself and on camera, in terms of like really just letting myself be my goofy self. Like, I am goofy. I sing around the house, I crack jokes, I say weird things, and I never put that on camera before because I was in judgment of my self-expression, of myself here being playful, being goofy. So one of the things I am pushing with this project is to, if those points come up while I'm recording, to let myself express it. And if I do something that I think is kind of weird or whatever, like, let it go. It doesn't matter. Like, the moment I care what the viewer thinks is the moment I'm enslaved and trapped. And I'm here to free myself, right? So I'm just letting my freak flag fly, as they say. So day 11. Because really I'm not doing this for anyone else but myself. And that's why it's so powerful for me, because there is no need from another person in regards to this project. I'm doing it for me. I'm doing it to support myself. I'm doing it as an act of self-love, of self-care, of like letting myself, unleashing myself, letting myself go, letting myself play, letting myself have fun, you know, because I never let myself do that before to the degree that I am now. So, day 11. That is the card. Ooh, this is a fucking awesome image on the card. The crumbling. The crumbling. What are you clinging on to? The word that came up when I first saw this card was unraveling, which feels like that's what's been happening the last few days with me. I feel like I've been unraveling. I feel like I'm just like falling apart. I'm feeling like I'm just like opening up, but not in a beautiful blooming of a flower kind of way. More of like a messy, oozy, like gory, just chaotic and like destructive way. The unraveling, the crumbling. The crumbling is a good word for it. Crumbling. What are you clinging on to? What am I clinging on to? Well, the last couple days, what I've been noticing I'm clinging on to is my mind and my thoughts and what's going on in my head. And what I'm realizing is that when I'm doing that, when I'm clinging on to this sense of self in my mind, as my thoughts, as my feelings and emotions, as energy, as highs and lows, as ideas and beliefs about who I am in relation to other people, as comparisons, as competition, as the idea of myself. When I'm in that state, I create so much conflict within myself. And I'm trying to figure something out, and I'm trying to do something. I'm trying to figure something out. And I crumble. I literally crumble. I literally break apart. I literally cannot like function in reality because I'm so, it's just like something's like right in front of my face and I can't see what is beyond that thing that's just sitting in front of my face. I can only see here. I can't see what's beyond there. And I know that there's something beyond that. I know that what I'm seeing inside myself is not it. It's not the whole story. It's not the real picture. And I'm interested in the real picture. I'm interested to see what's really here, in fact, completely, totally, absolutely, in all dimensions, in all ways. And so the crumbling is my mind breaking apart, quite literally. The tower is crumbling and tearing apart, and what is beyond that is what I know is here, which is heaven on earth, which is life in equality and oneness, is this recognition of who we are together as life, as equals, as one. And so what I've been clinging to, and what this world I think is clinging to, is this idea of the old way of being, of living, of doing, that disregards each other as equals in all the forms. You know, humans are not just equal, but we're equal to all life on this planet, to the trees, to the bugs, to the plants, to the animals. We are not superior to them. Some could say they are superior to us because they see reality. They understand what is actually here. The fact that we're in the year 2021 and we still don't understand how this reality works, and we're still throwing back conspiracy theories and ideas about what's what and who's to blame. I mean, the fact that we don't know what's actually here completely, totally, and who we are, implies a severe lack of awareness. You know, like, you look at the animals and the way that they move and the way that they function, it is so instinctual and it's so in tune with this reality. You know how they say animals can sense a storm coming? And they make preparations and they leave the place and they act accordingly, or it's like they have this sense of what's coming, something's approaching them. That we're animals. We have that instinctual relationship with this planet because we are this planet. We are linked and connected to this planet, and so surely we should have access to this planet in all its forms. I mean, yeah, so we could go deeper into this, but what I see is crumbling, and what we're holding on to and clinging on to, and for myself, is the mind. In trying to figure something out when I don't have to figure anything out. I am free in the physical. When I'm completely here, letting go of all of my mental projections of the past and the future, and I am completely present and focused on the physical in my body, connected to my body, feeling my body, that is where the real information is. That is where the real access to life is. And so, yeah, this is a cool card because I have clung to my mind as my past, as my future, as my character that I've played in this world, but I'm not playing it anymore, or I'm slowly disengaging from that character, and I'm standing for real in who I am, and I'm focused on establishing my true self-expression and who I really am as that center point, as that clarity, as that point of I am here and this is what I see and this is what I know to be true as what's best for everyone. And you know, it's establishing that point of what's best for me and being true to myself and honoring myself as a point of life. So letting go of the mind, letting go of the mind, letting go of the mind. Okay, so stuff like that. There's just like a heat wave comes up over me because that's not something I would normally share with everybody. You know, a very small audience usually gets to see that, only gets the privilege seeing that. So that was a little, you know, me stepping out of my comfort zone, letting go of my mind, of like my mind saying, oh, you can't do that, don't do that, people are gonna judge you, people are gonna think you're weird, people are not gonna understand you. I don't give a anymore. That's really the point, is what's crumbling. I'm no longer clinging to giving a two shits about what anyone thinks of me. It's a practice, I'm getting there, and it's fun. So what are you clinging to? Maybe let it crumble. Okay, Thanks. See you tomorrow.